Well, hello folks. It's September 28th, believe it or not. We're at the end of September, almost October. And so we're getting there as far as winterizing our RV. That's our biggest concern right now, winterizing the RV. We're going to talk about what we've done so far. But in the meantime, we still live out here and we still have a life. So say hi to my good wife. And she's just making a coffee.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Ready for the day. She's done most of the work. You'll see her in all the videos. She's been recuperating, right?
Yeah.
How many stomach crunches have you done?
Oh, like 1,000.
Like when you haven't done them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's like doing yoga, a year's worth of yoga in one day.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what life is off-grid, folks. We're just getting ready for the season, winter season, but it's nice. It's 55 out, 55 degrees Fahrenheit if you're in the U.S. or here it's 15 degrees Celsius. So that's why I have my coat on. But as you can see, we have our whole tarped room done. We ordered in the PVC plastic. And we put that all around. So we have our porch enclosed now. And we got the tarp up there. We'll probably end up taping it or something here. Something like that. We're not sure. So we still have our upper areas to do. And we're going to stuff the insulation in here. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but we have some string lighting, and unfortunately we don't have a video. Maybe next week we'll get a video. We just put those up last night. They just came in. So hopefully this week we'll get to the hard part, getting the styrofoam on. But of course, we still have to level, and our good neighbor brought over a jack so that we can get all our leveling done. So that'll probably happen this week. And of course we got our shed done. The door was a little bit of a problem, but we got that figured out. And we found with these doors, they don't kind of open sometimes. So if you grab them up here, grab them up high where that track is, they seem to work better. Wow, did you hear that? It's like a gun. We'll go check it out in a bit. But anyways, getting back to the video, you know, it's a nice little shed. We got the solar light up here. Now at nighttime, it works on motion, but not in the day. You can make it come on, I think, in the day, but it works on motion. Works good. It's got a little solar panel. And yeah, so that's kind of life off grid. We're just trying to catch the sun rays here this morning. So Lila's out here guarding the place. So that's always a challenge, grabbing the sun rays. You notice there's a lot of shading here. We're not making any power. The sun's right over here. So now I have to roll the panels right over here, because right there we're not making any power. This is what we do all day long. If we have good sunshine and we take advantage of it, we can get through the day, charge enough, and we don't have to run a generator at night. That's the whole goal here. So it really depends on how ambitious we are in moving these panels, because we're dealing with trees and everything here. So all the shading, just you make no power once you have a tree shadow on your panel. You make no power. So we're going to move this. Okay, so we moved this panel, and we have that facing the sun. There's no shade on it. That's the big thing, is looking for shade. Even sometimes these little bushes can shade, but there's no shade. You see this one's on the ground. If I went any closer, it would shade. So I'm going to pull the other panel probably back where the truck is. There's a spot. I'll see if I can pull it over there. Shotgun. Okay, there's still a shade here. Panel still has a shade on it. You notice? See those trees there are shading right on the panel. So the only way to make more power out of this panel is to move it over behind that panel, because there's no shade. So that's what we're going to do. Move it where there's no shade. Okay, got those moved. You can see that there's no shade. This panel shades, but the shade does not get onto the panel, so this panel has full sun. This panel has almost full sun. You notice the shade right down there? This, so we want to get rid of that. Step on some of these. Okay, so there's no shading now. No shading. Oh, here's our good neighbors. You guys are on video. What's the noise?
I don't know.
It's right behind your place.
Oh, we thought it was coming from over here.
It sounds like it's over there.
I don't know what that.
And then sometimes it sounds like it's over there. I'm wondering if they're down at the creek shooting, target practicing.
Maybe.
Isn't
I
it
thought might have
hunting?
been like a beer banger or something going off.
Well, there'd be a lot of them.
Yeah.
Be expensive unless there's a problem. Right? So you guys enjoying the morning?
Yes.
I love having coffee here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the best place to have coffee.
Yeah. Are you saying that just because you're on video?
No.
I'm
I said that while we were sitting on the deck.
We were watching the news in Rutland, and some
was
guy
that?
died at the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's really close to our house.
Really?
Yep.
Like, was it he just died, or?
There was a stabbing.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's nice to get up here.
Yeah.
Away from the crime in the big city.
I didn't.
Well, what we were talking about in the video today was what it's like to live off grid, and we're trying it in an RV, but just what it's like to be out here. And what I notice is when you're in town, you tell me, I've lived in many towns, cities, a lot of times you don't know the neighbor next door to you forever.
That's true.
That's true.
But out here, it seems it's different. Everyone wants to know a little bit about everyone. You know, James pulls in, you know, I go over and talk to him, and, you know, everyone's so social. Everyone's so relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where in the city, you're kind of on guard. You know, someone comes up and starts talking to you, wonder, are they casing the joint? You know?
Well, I think
I don't know.
I think what it is we're all up here, the same idea, same mindset, and that's why we just all get along. So.
And in the city, I know 3 of our neighbors
Mhm.
immediately beside us and across the street. And I think that has something to do with being a base brat. Like, I had
Yeah.
to go make friends every time we moved, so
Right,
I have
yeah.
that in me, but a lot of people don't.
No. I know we lived in the city and I didn't know. I knew you get to know a neighbor, but I didn't know the whole block
No.
by any means.
Yeah. Well, growing
That's
up in
rare.
a small town, I did.
Yeah?
I knew everybody.
Yeah, if you grew up and stayed there and lived there your whole
But-
life.
But yeah, like now like Chantel said, we just know our closest neighbors,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Out here, it's different, right?
It is.
It's like you know everyone. And you kind of know their back history too, because everyone's kind of friendly.
And
They
if
say
you
a
don't,
lot.
You've got lots of time to figure
Yeah.
it out.
You know, like, you know, the caretaker guys, the guy that does the grass. You know, you get to know ones that come out on a routine. Sometimes you make friends. This is just a ridge friendship.
Yes.
Nothing more, nothing less. It's just, hey, when are you guys coming up? Maybe you guys talk to those guys, and, you know, you get to know people. It's nice. It's its own little community, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. And that's what we want,
Yeah.
you know, to be part of up here.
It's not just living cheap, because you can live cheap up here. But I was just talking about making power, how hard it is here. Look at the little strip that we have for power. There's no really ability to make power. Well, you have to harvest it.
You do.
You have to be diligent. You can be lazy and sit inside and drink coffee, but then I'll be running the generator tonight. So I just we just went all night running the fridge and everything. We got a new fridge, by the way.
Oh, did you?
It'll be in the video.
Nice.
Okay.
So, and then we got the thing. Come on up. I'm going to shut this off pretty quick. There's a lot of gun banging going on. So, yeah, that's a little segment I'll put in. But it's nice out here, eh? Look at it. It's almost October 1st. Sounds like over there.
Yeah.
I think it's getting close to hunting season. And I think guys are out there aiming their scope.
Yeah. Scoping everything in.
Yeah.
If they're shooting at something, they're not very
Well,
good.
Lila's not barking, so there's no bear. She'd sent a bear a mile away.
Yeah.
This is someone blowing off steam or setting up their scope
Yep.
for hunting season. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crown land. It's private land out here, so you can get away with a certain amount of that.
Oh, you've got the rest of your walls up. That's awesome.
Yeah, we ordered in the new walls. We got the shed done. Shawna spent the last few days doing yoga underneath the camper.
Oh.
Her stomach is so crunched. She did all the insulating. So we found out, we got underneath that camper
Yeah.
and we found out that the whole front was tore open. No insulation. We could see just plywood in the floor that we're standing on
That
in
is
the living
why
room.
you spent so much
Then in the
heating
bedroom,
last year.
Same thing. No smell of mice or anything. We think they were going to do something like maybe run an electrical line, maybe run heat tape. This came from Alberta,
Okay.
and there's no way you're going to live in that in Alberta. I think they realized that and then sold it. So we're under there. We went through a lot of, well, you see it on the video. And so then these tanks are kind of visible, so we're insulating them. We just got 2 tanks left. Then we're going to level, and then we're going to styrofoam. So there's a little bit yet, but we have lots of time. We're not worried. The shed's done now.
Yeah, that looks
It's handy to have a shed, eh?
Yeah.
You know.
And you have a solar light in it?
Yeah, we put a solar light in. It won't turn on now because I need the remote,
Oh, look at that. Is this
but it turns on
the
at
one
night.
You're looking at.
No,
Yeah.
the one that I'm looking at is all solid floor.
Okay. No, this is good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it turned out awesome.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
These doors never quite work right.
No.
No.
You know what I find with them? They should put the handles up here because that's where they pull right.
Yeah, because if you're closing down here, I find that they.
Does yours do the same thing like
It
that? They
sticks,
jerk?
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of a
And ours
design
doesn't
flaw.
have any way to lock it?
This one you can put a lock through it. They even give you a lock.
Yeah, ours isn't. Ours, there's no way of locking it.
Ah.
So we just take it and tuck
Cheap.
the handle in behind the edge.
You know what a lock does, eh? Because it's plastic, eh?
Nothing.
It just gives you insurance. If you get the police up, you can do an investigation. Someone broke and entered. Who was it? We can get Greg involved, you know, stuff
because
like that.
I mean, like, that's not going to keep anybody
No.
getting into that.
It's just going to tell you that someone broke in.
Yeah.
Or it could tell someone, hey, that's a place to break into because there's some good stuff in there.
Something in there we want.
So sometimes, hey, if you should put a sign up, hey, if you need a tool, borrow it, but put it back.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what a guy should do up
Yeah.
here. So anyways, we got the good tarp all tarped in.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah. This it's more money, but it's worth it. And we can zip sections up.
I like how heavy duty it is.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's nice.
Yeah, I like how heavy duty it is.
And then we just have the upper part to do. You know, we did the upper part there. See, we just have to.
On the back.
Yeah, we're probably gonna duct tape that or something.
Are you going to leave the side open?
No, we're gonna seal
Oh,
her in. We're
okay.
gonna stuff these ends with insulation.
Okay.
Put a stove in. I'm actually gonna get underneath here. Underneath here, this is this week, and I'll be running.
Oh, you got all your venting stuff there.
I'm going to be putting the this silver stuff underneath here. I'm going to just, it's 32 inches. I'm going to roll it all out and staple it. We're going to have insulated floor, in a sense,
Okay.
right under the rafters.
Yeah.
So that floor will be somewhat insulated, a little bit of an air pocket.
Yeah.
So Shawna did all the plants. She put some mums in.
This looks beautiful.
And she's getting her garden going. She picked up some big rocks.
That's dragon's beard.
I don't know, something.
We have some of that at home in our dry rock bed.
And
Yeah,
these
that's
mums, she
beautiful.
said, will grow up next year. But just bought them at Home Depot when we were there. I think it was Home Depot somewhere. So that's coming, and our wood's all stacked, and we got our lumber hauled. So it's getting ready for winter.
Yep. Yep.
Just a few items, and we'll be there. Last year we were out here November 20th, and there was no snow. So that's like
great.
2 months from now. But we'll have this done pretty quick.
Yeah, it's moving along.
Do you guys want to come inside? Say hi, see if Shawna's around.
Sure. See how Shawna's doing?
Yeah, let's see if she's around. Well, today we're underneath insulating, so I'm out here cutting. The good wife is under here.
So these are the areas.
This is like the insulation areas here. So
That we had previously covered up in another episode. And today we're just capping it.
do you want duct tape?
Yeah,
Do you have some?
yeah, it's on top of the freezer on the deck.
Okay. When you're working like this, something happens. You get into the zone. It's almost like a dance. Cut, fit, staple, tape. Cut, fit, staple, tape. Over and over until it becomes a rhythm. The world kind of fades away. You stop thinking about time. You stop noticing the strain. And before you know it, hours have gone by, and the work has turned into something more than just a task. It's focus, it's flow. And when you finally step back, you realize just how much you've done. Okay, well, we got the front done. We wrapped the tanks. Sorry. So we wrapped the tank here with insulation, and then we got the whole front done. And the back part, or it hasn't been tampered with. It's just this front part. Someone had pulled the insulation out, and it was right up to the plywood. So we thought, well, we're wrapped. Okay, so here we are. We're at the back of the RV. We're gonna go under here. So we have this big tank here. This insulation is tampered with here, eh?
Yeah, this is what we're cutting out and discovering. This is this whole big section I told you about.
They pulled all the insulation out.
Yeah.
Look at that, nothing.
Well, there's just remnants of it, see?
Huh.
Weird. So anyways.
Is there insulation up way back there?
Yeah, the one that wasn't cut, I opened it up on the side, and remember we pulled the insulation out?
Well, over there, but what about here?
No, here it was cut.
Oh.
So I'm opening it up here.
What about under that tank?
Well, here's the tank we're going to have to cover. There's nothing.
Is there insulation that has to go under the tank?
We're going to add it.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, excuse me.
Okay, so we got a big job here. Here's Shawna underneath the RV tackling one of the biggest problems we had last winter, missing insulation. She started by cutting out the old stuff, which was barely hanging in there, and replacing it with fresh R18 insulation right between the floor joists. And once that was in, she added another layer, reflective insulation with about an R5 value, with the shiny side facing up to keep the heat inside the camper. Then it all gets stapled tight to the joists and sealed up with duct tape, creating a proper vapor barrier. Now, this is a very tight space to work in. It's all ab work, basically 1,000 crunches just to get the job done. Honestly, I couldn't even fit up there myself. And I think about it, if you had to hire this out, the cost would be through the roof. But in reality, it's quite simple. The R18 bats were about 89 bucks, and that reflective wrap was about $189 for 50-foot roll. And for a couple $100 and a lot of determination, you can do this yourself. And it's worth it. The fuel savings, the warmth, and the comfort inside the cabin already makes a noticeable difference. No more cold floors, no more wasted heat. Just a warmer, cozier RV ready for winter. Living off grid teaches you pretty quickly the value of partnership. Out here, two really is better than one. What feels overwhelming alone turns into an adventure together. You share the load, you share the laughter, and even the tough jobs, like insulating an RV belly or wrestling a shed door. And somehow they all become lighter. Partnership means you don't just survive off-grid, you thrive off-grid. And at the end of the day, the work feels less like a chore and more like a story you've written together.
Hi.
Here's the part I like.
Yeah.
Let's take that off and frame it. We'll watch it.
So
see if it's true.
that's just under half of what the other one was.
That should help our power bill.
That's cute.
That's quite a bit of room, eh?
And look at it, has a bottom door. So nice control. She's already chilling.
How big's the freezer? It's big enough, eh?
Well, yeah, it has a nice 2 shelf, whereas we just have the one straight
Oh, yeah.
across.
So is it a little close to this one wall?
No.
No, it
Not
doesn't
so-
matter. So now we're transferring over our fridge. The good wife is excited. How about I hold this door open?
Or yeah, just stand
Something's-
right in the way.
We're a little unlevel, maybe. We're gonna level the camper here with levels. So. Lila's just watching, wondering what the hell.
She's waiting for me to drop something.
Hello. We're just putting the tarps up. We have a rainstorm brewing, so we're getting our tarps done. The dog and the cat share the couch. Well, folks, it brings an end to episode 13 of RV Life Unplugged. This is a good time to subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, join us on the journey, and we'll show you what it's like on a day-to-day basis throughout the year, through the seasons, insulating your RV, what it's going to be like in the cold, how we deal with freeze-ups and stuff like that. So join us on this channel, folks, and enjoy the ride. Have a great day. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Check, check, check 1, check 2, check, check.